Imagine waking up next Monday as a completely different version of yourself. Not a little better, not slightly improved, completely transformed. More disciplined, more confident, more focused, and in control of your mind in a way you've never experienced before. Sounds impossible. What if I told you your brain can be rewired in just 7 days? Not because of motivation or willpower, but because of psychological loopholes hidden deep in human behavior. In the next few minutes, I'll expose the 7-day mind reset protocol, a challenge that quietly hacks your brain's reward system, breaks old identity loops, and forces your mind to rebuild itself from zero. This is not routine advice. This is psychology weaponized for transformation. Every day, without noticing. We're caught in invisible psychological traps, patterns that keep 95% of people stuck in the same identity for years. Not because they don't want change, but because their brain is programmed to resist it. Your mind loves predictability. It loves comfort. It loves habits, even the ones that destroy you. That's why transformation feels impossible. You're not fighting laziness. You're fighting your own biology. The truth is brutal. Your brain doesn't care about your dreams. It cares about survival. And survival means repeating the same patterns you've been living in for years. But here's the twist that nobody tells you. Your identity is not fixed. Your behavior is not destiny. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself every hour, every day, through a process called neuroplasticity. The problem, most people never use this power consciously. They repeat behaviors that strengthen their worst habits and ignore triggers that form their mental prisons. But in the next 7 days, you will break these patterns, not by force, but by using the mind's own rules against itself. This challenge is built on dark psychology, habit loop disruption, identity manipulation, and reward system hacking. Each day targets one psychological loophole that keeps you stuck in the same version of yourself. If you follow the next 7 days exactly, you will feel a shift subtle at first, then powerful, then irreversible. Let's begin. Day 1. The dopamine reset. Your brain runs on dopamine. It decides what you chase, what you avoid, what you feel drawn to. The problem: your dopamine system is hijacked by micro-addictions, scrolling, notifications, random entertainment, sugary rewards. On day 1, you're not detoxing. You're disrupting the reward pathway. No social media, no sugar, no entertainment. Just 24 hours of mental silence. By the end of day 1, your brain starts craving clarity instead of chaos. Day 2. If you see yourself as someone trying to improve, you'll always stay stuck. On day 2, you adopt a new identity. I am the kind of person who follows through. Act as if you are already the disciplined version of yourself. The mind bends to identity faster than it bends to motivation. This is psychological shapeshifting. Day 3. The environment hack. Your environment silently controls you. Whatever is visible is easy. Whatever is distant feels impossible. On day 3, you redesign your surroundings to make your future identity unavoidable. Place your journal on your pillow. Keep water and healthy food within arm's reach. Put your phone in another room during deep work. Keep your goals everywhere your eyes land. You're not organizing, you are trigger engineering, creating cues that force behavior change. DAY. For the focus compression technique, most people can't stay consistent because their goals are too big and their attention span is too small. On day 4, you practice 90-minute focus compression, 60 minutes deep work, 5 minutes silence, 25 minutes execution. This formula aligns perfectly with how the brain cycles through attention waves. You end the day feeling more productive than you normally do in an entire week. Day 5. Emotional rewiring. You can't change your life if you don't change your emotional responses. Day 5 is about confronting triggers. Every time you feel anger, anxiety, or distraction, say, "This is just a chemical event, not my identity." This separates emotion from self. A technique used in cognitive reprogramming therapy. Once you detach from emotions, you regain control over your actions. Day 6. The discipline ladder. Instead of relying on willpower, you build a discipline ladder. Level 1, easy tasks. Level 2, medium tasks. Level 3, hard tasks. You start your day with level 1 and climb your way up. This exploits a psychological bias called success momentum. Small wins make the brain crave bigger wins. Day 7, the future self installation. On the final day, You sit for 15 minutes in absolute silence and visualize the version of you 30 days from now. Not what they have, but how they think, how they walk, how they decide. This installs a new internal blueprint, a mental avatar your brain begins to copy automatically. Transformation begins when the future self becomes more real than the old one. Now, here's the part that shocks most people. After these 7 days, you won't feel like you changed yourself. You'll feel like you became someone else entirely, because that's exactly what happened. You bypassed motivation, you bypassed discipline, you bypassed willpower, and instead, you hacked the source code of your identity. Think about it. Your brain doesn't care who you want to be. It only cares about patterns. And for 7 days, you fed it new patterns, new triggers, new environments, new emotional responses, new routines, new rewards, new identities. Once these signals repeat long enough, the brain stops asking questions and starts accepting the new behavior as truth. This is the same technique used in identity cults, behavior modification therapy, elite military training, and psychological conditioning. But here's the darkest twist. Your brain is always rewiring. Either you control that rewiring consciously, or the world rewires you without permission. After these 7 days, you're no longer on autopilot. You're operating your own mind manually, something 99% of people never experience even once in their lives. This is your turning point, your psychological rebirth. So, what happens now? You don't stop here. You repeat this 7-day cycle every week. Not perfectly, not flawlessly, but consciously. And here's what begins to shift. 1. Your habits become automatic because the brain now recognizes them as the default. 2. Your emotions lose control over your actions. You stop reacting and start responding. 3. Your discipline becomes effortless, not because you forced yourself, but because your environment, identity, and triggers pull you toward progress. 4. Your future self becomes your compass. Each decision shifts from what do I feel like doing to what would the upgraded version of me choose. 5. You develop psychological momentum. Small wins create bigger wins, and bigger wins reshape your entire life trajectory. Transformation was never about massive action. It was about subtle psychological shifts executed repeatedly until the mind breaks and rebuilds itself stronger. By now, you're not the person who clicked on this video. You're not the person who woke up this morning. You are a new identity, a new pattern, a new story in the making. The next 7 days will determine whether you return to who you were or evolve into who you're meant to be. So tell me, are you ready to begin the challenge? Or will you watch your old identity pull you back one more time? Your move